I really thought we had that last game, dude. Like, I thought, here comes the bottom of the ninth comeback again. Mama's making an MMC salad, and she's looking for Chef Tom and Jeff's own dressing.
So short. So short.
Let's get it back. Catch you guys soon. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Millennial Man Cave. It is your boys, the Chef Meister,
Back here.
the Jeff Meister. We're getting ready to get back into that Phillies action because we are devastated after last week's loss.
And look at our record because of it. It's been a steady decline.
It has been, but if there's one thing we can say that went very well last week was that draft.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how successful that draft was?
That's just trajectory.
Oh, yeah.
That's the cup.
So, I'm excited to get back into the game action because obviously after a loss, we want to come back strong here. We got the Mets. They got a great
They're leading our division.
record. They are. So it's a big game for us.
Second.
We're getting our first goal with Archer. So obviously we're going to play this one out strong. Let's hope. We're at Citizens Bank Park. We're back in Philly. Quick counts are on.
How we do?
Archer's looking good. What else we got here? Oh, we got some tired people here. Tired people.
Hey, you got.
All right.
You got to switch.
So,
Oh, jeez. Travis is not.
let's say.
He's a little better.
Little
but
better.
Not by much.
Little better. We'll throw him in there. I'd say let's take a quick peek. So Freeman and Kepler could definitely come in if there's anybody else who's like dying here. I mean, they're not terrible.
No.
I think we could probably make
Look,
do.
you guys play 162 games a year.
Yeah.
No.
You'll be all right. If we have to, we'll call them off the bench. We'll make whatever substitutions necessary. I think we're good to go, Chef. Let's get in this bad boy game. So looking at what the numbers are showing here. So from stolen bases.
We're facing Trout.
Oh, man.
That's what we're doing.
And Adam Frazier.
That's what we're doing.
Always
Yeah, there
solid.
he is.
Here are the numbers.
328.
And look at Contreras, 332.
Wow.
Nelson Cruz is not having a season. That's for sure. Obviously, the big guy for us right there. Look at that. You got McNeil's having a pretty good season. Ramirez, obviously our guy. He is our Mike Trout at third base.
Oh, he's paid to be.
He
In
is.
real life, he's struggling right now.
The
In real life.
The Angels are trouble. That's all we can say about that. So, let's get rocking and rolling to this. Is that the thing?
Yep. Listen, Leon.
Oh.
That's a hit.
That is
That's gonna be a double.
get down. And that's
a double.
79 speed.
That's an easy double.
Nice, man.
Tell it like it is. Tell it like it is.
So, yeah. Not entirely sure how, first pitch slider, this dude's like, yeah, don't worry about it. We're good here.
You know what?
Oh,
I kind of expected a little bit more from Archer being in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Because Pittsburgh's had such revolutionary, or they've slowly gained that reputation of like taking pitchers that almost are rebuilds and like rebranding. Like you saw with J.A. Happ, saw with Francisco Liriano there for a little bit.
They really changed
Those
that.
are the two big guys really to come through of recent memory. Like if Ian Nova, he was another big guy that like just once they went to Pittsburgh, reinvented themselves and became studs. So I was really hoping that Archer would do that, and I don't see it right now in Pittsburgh.
No, and I think it might just be a time thing, right? I mean, oh, yes, got him. Bye-bye, Mikey. Bye-bye, Mikey.
That's huge on Trout.
Okay. So hopefully, Daniel Palka, 258.
Go back on that trade. I'm focusing on this trade here. Archer to Tampa sent Archer to Pittsburgh, and they got Meadows. And who's the pitcher they got in that trade back? Glasnow.
I like Glasnow. I actually like Metals as well.
Meadows is batting like.
Oh,
I thought they gave it to you.
come on, Blue.
That was off the plate, but I thought they gave
Come
it to
on, Blue. Another 2-2
you.
counter.
Is that Melky?
That
Or Miguel? That's
is
Miguel.
Oof. I'm trying to get used to this new thing that we put on here for the pitching. This.
Why?
this
Just it
thing.
doesn't fade away.
Oh, good
Cover.
grab. Good grab.
Oh,
Riz
he's
to
got
Archer.
4 speed.
He's going to like that.
He's got 4 speed.
He's going to like that. Well, Archer is an athlete. He is an
Yes.
athlete. I'm expecting that to happen. That's some good stuff there. All right, here we go. Jeff McNeil on the leadoff here. 1-1 count. So Tieron, yeah, he's a 5 pitcher.
Ooh.
We definitely did not sign up for this. Or did we? I guess we did. That would be our fault.
So, ending that trade talk, Meadows is batting like 350 in Tampa right now. Tampa's got the best bullpen in the game right now and starting rotation, anchored by Snell.
Who is injured.
Yeah, he just went on to be IL. Still getting used to that. I'm sorry. I will forever be a DL guy.
Yeah.
I don't care if there's that sensitivity business.
Sensitivity to DL?
Yeah.
What's your sensitivity to that?
Disabled.
Oh, come on.
List.
Come on.
Now that's why it's the injured. Like, at least do IR. Injury reserve.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be IL?
I don't know, man.
See,
I don't know.
I forget. IR is hockey?
IR is hockey.
IR is hockey. And NFL is...
up list. Physically unable to perform. Yeah.
Like, it's annoying because it's like an ego thing amongst sports. It's like, oh, you got DL? Okay. Or you got IR? Okay, we're not going to be IR. We're going to be IL.
I think it's entirely stupid, to be honest with you, but...
You had DL. It's been DL for years.
I think
I'm a traditionalist.
I mean, yeah, let's not get into, too much political correctiveness here, but...
Way to work that.
But, it's quite obvious, the world right now has become very sensitive about a lot of things, and unfortunately for sports, this just seems to be the next one on the list.
I can understand the Cleveland Indians and that whole story.
Yeah.
Completely respect that. But...
It's racial.
Hey, you know what?
It is what it is, right?
It is what it is. So, back to the trade front. Not even trade front. Story front. We got Atlanta Braves in Huron pitching right now. What do you feel about Vizcaino? I always forget. I know it starts with a V. But anyways, the closer for Braves, out for the year.
Oh, Braves.
Out for the year. Kimbrel was originally a Brave.
I mean, I am shocked.
He said he's lowering his demands.
I cannot believe we're at this point in the season, honestly, and nobody has signed that guy. Like, that is such a slap in the face to the quality that man is. And what he's been, and that, nobody's decided, hey, man, maybe we should try and go pick up this guy because he's a rock star.
Tell me you just went yaw.
Tell me that's
you went yaw. You went yaw.
Yeah!
That's the first one of the year.
That's our boy right there.
I only knew because Buddy on first was rounding second. I'm like, what are you doing? There's only one out.
Where are you going here? Oh, exit velocity 108.
I thought you were actually behind it. Like, I thought you popped it off.
I thought I was underneath it.
Sorry.
Oh.
I thought you were under it.
Oh. Jose.
Hey, that's why we've gone with our first pick.
Look at that. That bad boy just clears the fence, too. That could have been trouble. All right, Riz here. And we got ourselves a nice early lead.
Oh, yeah, great contact.
I was underneath that slider, though. I was underneath it. But luckily, I power swung it, so I was actually able to drop in.
You got some eyes happening today, son.
Thanks, man. I feel like my road to the show, it's trying to balance me back out.
That's right.
I've been trying,
So this point of the season, I got into this huge argument. Okay, some of the baseball guys I hang out live playing days, and they were trying to explain to me that they're more shocked that. You made better context on that. They were more shocked that Keiko's not signed than Kimbrel. But if you had to choose one or the other, like an elite closer, or let's be honest, Keiko's not an ace.
No,
he's a good 2, a fantastic 3.
I really thought I crushed that one. Okay, well that's gonna do it.
So
there's my 3 up, 3 down.
You back me up on the notion that Kimbrel is more the valuable position?
I'd say given the circumstance of maybe not the most valuable position per se, but I definitely say he is the more valuable player out of those 2 given the current state that we're at. Right? I mean, it's quite obvious that, Kimbrel is an all-star, fantastic closer. Like, do you argue that Kimbrel is going to be a future Hall of Famer?
Hands down.
Without a doubt, right?
I don't... It's so hard to say nowadays because first ballots to me are like Rivera's.
Definitely not a first ballot.
The Roy Halladay. He'll eventually be in the
Yeah,
Hall
like
of
if
Fame.
you had to balance it out looking at the quality of those 2 players, obviously it's not easy to be a closer. Yes, you pitch a lot less than, say, what Keiko's been doing, but I don't think Keiko's put together a Hall of Fame career. Like, not even...
In all honesty, like, he hasn't been... That's gone. That's...
That was a bomb. That was a bomb. Who smashed that one? Good player, though. Good player. I'm telling you, I don't like this new pitching thing. I'm just saying.
Really?
I don't like it.
Bothering you that much, eh?
I mean, I'll adjust, but I'm just saying I don't like it that much. I don't know where the break ends. I don't know how any of this stuff
were
works.
the Cheryl's end. Break ends.
I don't know if I believe it, man. But for you, you got this. I will keep it there the entire time.
As I gave up a 2-run jack, I got this.
You're just adjusting. I'm not worried about it. We're good here. We are good here. Now, but yeah, between those two, man, honestly, and guys, like, let us know your feedback on this case. Which one of the two is more surprising for you guys? Kimbrel without a contract or Keuchel? For me, I personally have to say Kimbrel. Again, just given what that guy has done, his resume speaks for itself. Coming off a World Series.
In a nutshell, you also look at it. To me, Kimbrel's been successful on every team he's been.
Yeah, hands down.
Keuchel has really only become a household name because he was a...
Well, and he was part of when Houston turned it over.
Exactly.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, Keuchel had some great times.
With Houston, though. He was on teams... I can't remember. He was, I can't remember where he came from. I want to say San Diego or one of those teams. Cleveland. Part of one of those other, like, teams that, like, didn't know him.
But I genuinely feel like, regardless, like, you know, you can't speak to that kind of stuff, right? Because look at Jose Bautista, right? Bautista was a journeyman before he got to the Jays and made himself a career. And I think just on that alone, he might be a Hoffer. Just on that alone. Yeah, I think so. I don't think, again...
I don't think he's getting the Hall.
Not a first ballot guy.
He's not getting the Hall.
He might. He might. Just because, one, he is one of those guys who, you know, was part of the...
He was the face of Toronto.
That face of Toronto, that time of baseball.
Like, I think for like 2-3 years, he had hit the most home runs in that.
It was an all-star.
Like when he was like 56 home runs.
Yeah, dude.
But I don't know.
Like maybe it's
can you be a Hall of Famer for having 3 phenomenal years? To me, that's like saying Josh Donaldson's a Hall of Famer.
But
it's not.
Can you be a Hall of Famer for the sake that you turned your career around and made something out of it when you were going to be nothing?
Here's the 2-1 home. You need to be a Hall of Famer. You need to be or more than just. Like you have to be great for at least 5+ years.
Oh, you can argue he was. Maybe like super dominant for 3 of them, and then 2 of them he was a very, very good player. Now, yes, he did hit that decline, but also his age got up there real quick, right? I mean, we are talking about a guy who was in his, you know, mid-30s when he really kind of hit that peak, early to mid-30s.
I'd say early.
So, I mean, it's kind of at that point where, like, you have to assess his body of work, right? And it wasn't until he hit Toronto when he really became a legitimate, you know, baseballer in the major leagues. And that was one of those situations, man. Like, again, it might be a hot take. What do you guys think? Is Jose Bautista a valid choice for a potential Hall of Famer?
In due time.
In due time. Obviously, not anytime soon. Maybe in the next 10, 15 years, he might get the call. I really don't know.
What, you have to be out of baseball, is it?
At least. But that's typically the first ballot, guys.
Well, no, in general, before you can even go on the ballot.
Yeah.
You need to be out of baseball.
But those are more so the guaranteed to be on the ballot. I mean, Bautista, I think it'd be some time before he gets there. But in the grand scheme of things, I think he could be. Obviously, a guy like Kimbrel, who, you know, we're discussing amongst these, he should be a guy, honestly, who is getting signed. It just doesn't make sense to me that he's a wasted talent, you know, not being utilized by any team right now. And to be honest, there's probably at least 10 teams out there who could use a closer right.
Very curious to see if, like I said, with Atlanta losing their closer, like 90%, they lose him, or they have lost him, they come calling.
Oh, somebody has to at this point, right? I mean, there's no way that talent can stay on a freaking bench that long.
Yeah,
you would hope.
It's not going to be a... It also drives me nuts. It's like he's not playing, not to bring football into it, but he's not playing the bell card.
Oh.
Where he's like, I don't want to play for you.
No, like I think
he has in his mind a value that he feels he's worth,
which I think is
every
necessary.
Player should have.
But where has baseball gone with regards to contracts? I feel like right now, right? Because the conversation piece now is who has the upper hand here, and it's quite obvious looking at this situation with Kimbrel that the owners and the GMs now own this. And it's becoming more apparent with a guy like Vlad Jr. While, yes, it's not a contract situation, but his future, his contract is being handled by them because they are playing the contract strings with his service time.
So I'll do you one better or one thought more. Is that because we saw last year Mike Moustakas, Moustakas not signed until like the end of and like undercut his value.
Well, and look what he had to do. He had to change positions to be in the
That
league.
was for this year. I'm saying last year.
Oh, for last year, yeah.
This year, like Harper didn't sign until like a couple weeks before spring training. Same thing with Machado, like maybe a month before spring. Look at what has happened in that regard, and it's like players are now saying, you know what, let's sign now, let's talk now. A la Chris Sale, a la Bogarts. Like, they don't want to go to the offseason.
Well, look at what the kids in Atlanta are doing. They're signing contracts right now so early before they even have any breakout seasons, and for longer term to make sure they got some oomph going for them.
I was happy to see Acuna come out and say, I'm paid to play baseball. I'm not paid to gouge and like I'm taking less of a cut so that we can win as a team.
Yeah, and I mean
I was so proud of Albies to say that.
I love what the youngsters there are doing in Atlanta. Obviously, you know, they got AA out in that neck of the woods, and that just go again.
That's why I said let's keep an eye on first.
That looked like it had enough. I thought it hit it clean enough too. Athletic does have that kind of power. Wow, look at that. That to me seems like it probably should have been out, but no, whatever.
You contact the power?
I did power on that one. I lined it up. I'm really straddling my finger between both now, and really taking a look at who I have up at the plate at that time, right? Straddling. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, you never know what's gonna happen here. Big man, I honestly, I don't think I've called anything that this guy's been throwing to me.
Oh, the slider on the outside was Gaddis.
I'm just literally trying to stay on anything.
I'm very to see if that's going to be the new trend now, where players are not going, like even Mike Trout. He got a pretty penny. I'm not under.
He did, but
if he had signed
he's
with
also
another
worth
team,
it.
if he had signed with another team, you think he would be paid more than what he? If he actually became a free agent.
I think so. I think any team's going to spend.
So that's what I'm kind of getting
what they have to for a guy of his stature, his caliber. Yeah,
hands down. I would too.
Not even a question. I mean,
I'd sell the bloody farm almost.
Mike Trout is a franchise player. He's a face of a league. I mean, yes, I think that definitely would happen, but I feel like a lot of guys have pride in sticking with their team as well. And Mike Trout is that kind of guy. Like, if you look at his personality base, you look at, you know,
very Joe Mauer-esque.
Yeah. I mean, Mauer never hopped shit. You know, Minnesota was a gong show.
Good and bad.
He was there. He was face the franchise. He knew it, and he stuck out with it. And I definitely appreciate those kind of guys. I mean, it doesn't necessarily always do good, I guess, for, you know, your career with regards to how it looks. If, again, the Han-type guys, like maybe they're not winning the big game, but, you know, Mauer always put up great numbers himself, and he stuck through. And, again, you respect those kind of guys. Maybe he could have got more money elsewhere. Look at even a guy like Buster Posey. You know, right now he's stayed on a bad team after San Francisco had those runs.
He'll be a lifer.
I can't envision him asking for a trade, right? So, I mean, again, you respect them. You know, you don't see that kind of respect and dedication to a team anymore. And I think in those dime a dozen players that are still kicking around, I mean, it's nice to see. But I don't know, man. It's weird where Major League Baseball and sports are taking off, where we're seeing a lot of the decisions really being on, you know, the ownership to stray which way this is all going. And that's why I think we're going to see baseball potentially going to a lockout. I think players are going to start fighting back and saying, listen, man, like, you know, we play, and baseballers have the fight to say we play the most amount of games in sports.
I mean, say that not only do they play the most amount, but they need to be 162 games covers 4 or 5 months.
Oh yeah, it's a very short period of time for that amount of games.
Throwing the fact that like spring training is like 6 weeks, so theoretically they're only off.
Well, you figure from end of October through till early April. That's it. So 4 months, 5 months.
Exactly.
And I mean, to me, that great. I'm even wrong actually, because spring training starts in March. April, the season starts already. So yeah,
pitchers and catchers report to.
Yeah, so you figure like these guys, they don't get a ton of time off. Now, I will also argue that baseball players, they don't necessarily have to be the most in shape per se out of all the other sports in general. So like between football, between hockey, soccer, the works, right? The typical kind of sports that you roll through. But I mean, they do play the most. They travel the most. They do a lot of stuff, and I think there has to be an appreciation for that. And when the contracts start becoming an issue of, you know, you got these players who are putting up all this time, and they're not getting fair value for what they are, this is literally being just crafted for a lockout for baseball. For the players to start having some ownership back. And I think it's not only going to stop about contracts. It's going to start about this whole, you know, rookie time manipulation
I think that'll be
to keep the years.
That'll be the biggest fall of concern. The contracts, I think, they'll find a happy medium on, if you will. I think it's the manipulation aspect, and ultimately you're robbing the game itself of like
Of all-star players.
of the best product coming through the line.
You're not gonna put fans in the seats, and you're gonna take less money in an organization because you don't want to pay this guy early.
You want to have him for an extra year on your ultimate, but it comes down to.
But that's again, like you said, you hit on the head. That's taken away from the sport itself. Like, you're not developing the player, you're not helping develop your fan base, you're not doing anything productive by holding back talented players that are ready to play in the major leagues.
Yep.
And I think, honestly, guys, like, maybe what's your view on this? Let us know what you're feeling. But I think right now, and again, I will lead to it as a Jays fan, the perfect example is Vlad Jr. Like, on our sports app, for our fantasy, literally every time, all I'm seeing in their updates is we cannot understand why Vlad Jr. is not up yet. This guy is a bona fide major league player. He needs to be in the league. And we don't know how many more times we can update this and say it until it actually happens.
His bat is big league ready.
His bat is next level.
That's the only thing. Defense is the only thing that's holding.
Well, that's developmental, right?
His bat is ridiculous.
DH him if you have to. DH the bloody kid. Work with him when it comes down to your batting practices and whatever. Get his defense up where you need to be. And I know the Jays aren't necessarily built to win right now, but bring him up for the fans. You know what I mean? Like, give the fans something to come out to the ballpark about and be happy. You can still, even if the Jays are losing, if you show them a couple of our great prospects and what they might bring, they will come. If you build it, they will come. That is the long-time saying from from the movies, right? So give the Jays fans those pillars to come out to watch. You can be happy to know that you will be making some money because Jays fans will show up. They've dealt with enough heartache through and through.
This way, if we, not knocking Carlos Delgado, but like the years that we had Delgado and like Halladay, they put us through some ugly years of not being productive.
Of course, we had Halladay.
That was
you had
all,
Delgado.
That was all we had.
Yeah, like no one's rushing out to go see Sean Green and the O-Dog. You know what I mean? Like, yes, then Vernon came around.
As much as they market them.
And don't get me wrong, they were loved. Why? Because they were those kind of players that, came about, they showed their worth.
They were huge in the community.
Yeah, like, they were those kind of guys. But they're not, like, face of the league, like, poster boys for anything of that sort. Right? So, I mean, give the Jays fans what they need. Like, stop this manipulation crap. Put these kids that are major league ready up. Because I almost feel like you can stunt their growth by not calling them up. What are you telling these kids?
I don't know if I can necessarily agree with that.
I mean, come on.
That's a bit extreme.
When Vlad Jr. is dominating, batting like 400 in AAA.
I'm betting that much.
I'm pretty sure right now they said high 300s. High 300s, his on-base percentage is incredibly high because he's drawing a ton of walks. And keep in mind, he's only been up for like 2 weeks. Right?
I'm on this. I gotta know.
Like Cavan Biggio as well as a guy.
Cavan Biggio, I know, has the highest batting average right now for the Buffalo license.
Yeah, and now, how is that discussion had by Atkins and by good old by Shapiro? They're like, oh, we'll call them up when they're good and ready. Well, I'm sorry. If they are dominating AAA, are they not ready yet? Like, I understand you have to, craft guys to be the well-rounded players and do this and that, but just because they come up, it doesn't mean they're not going to get better at other positions. You have guys in the major leagues who come up one position, end up another one. They don't get sent back down to the minors to practice it.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, these guys, they're talented enough to adjust at the major league level, and you're going to work with them outside of games. It doesn't make sense to me.
I will back you on that sense, and the fact that the Jays are going through growing pains already right now.
Of course.
So what's the big deal if there's a couple more errors on third with Guerrero?
Makes no sense.
I will back you in that regard. They're playing in.
They knew. They knew. How much you can do there?
I'm having full coverage right.
Go to the MILB website. Push one there. Tells you 2 pages. That should give you the updates, sir. But he is doing very well.
Very well. Buffalo right now.
344.
Okay, so
sorry.
You called it 344.
That's all minors. Sorry. That's including Dunedin when he was in A-ball.
So 412.
412.
Okay, so you are correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Vlad's like, I've pretty much had enough of playing with this garbage. And I'm not having it.
This batting, what is because I know Biggio's leading the Bison.
Well, Biggio
439.
439.
So just slightly more.
That's insane.
Or slightly better.
That is insane. That is absolutely insane, dude. And this guy is sitting right now in the minors. Tell me how that makes sense.
That's impressive.
Like, I'm sorry, if you're batting 439 through how many weeks now? 3?
Yeah.
Almost 4 weeks? A month?
Almost a month, yeah.
That's impressive. Like, typically after a week, week and a half, those numbers start tailing off.
Yeah, because you have one good game, 3 for 4.
And you inflate.
And
then
then
you start
it
having
tapers down with the
couple
at-bats.
offers, right?
Yeah.
Not happening with these guys. Like, obviously, I think when Vlad got down to A-ball, it was obvious he's still kind of nursing the injury, still trying to get himself situated.
That was him.
Then he had 2 or 3 great games, got some at-bats in, like, hey, Vlad, you're coming up AAA already. And not AAA, he's literally just like, oh yeah, I remember this was too easy.
What amazes me is, like, the fact that AAA is a thing now. Like, before, it seemed like
your
the
best
early
prospects
Millennium was in
always stayed
AA.
AA. Yeah.
That's what's interesting to me. I feel like overnight, almost, essentially, like, hey, you know what, we're asking for AAA.
Well,
Now, I don't know if that's... AA is what? No, A-ball is done either.
Yeah.
New Hampshire's?
AA New Hampshire.
Okay.
And AAA.
So, like,
Buffalo.
maybe because Buffalo is Toronto, so if there is, you know, emergency call-up.
Well, it just more so feels like now, like, they're trying to put all the prospects through the ringer. Right? Like
Like, all the levels.
yeah, because you're going to say, like, AA, it's prospects against prospects. Right? So, like, yes, you have some of the best guys coming up playing against the best guys coming up, but in the grand scheme of things, you don't have the guys who are going to be coming up shortly playing guys who are on that cusp. Who they could be major league players, but they're just not there yet, or they're too...
Trout, you know what? Good for us right now. Trout's 0 for 3. 2
Hell yeah.
strikeouts.
Hell yeah.
So,
Let's do it.
take that.
But, yeah, like, it's those guys are maybe just at that cusp. You know what I mean? Like, they're close to being major league, but they're maybe not there yet, just polishing off a couple things. Or you got major leaguers who are trying to work themselves back into the lineup. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why they're kind of pushing that development through and through the whole series now.
It's just interesting. Like I said, a long
Well,
time. But with what you're saying, like, you'll kind of have like a mix of major leaguers that want to get back into
yeah.
it.
Guys who might
so
never
it kinda
make
makes
it.
Sense.
Yeah,
It kind of makes sense.
But, and I think that's kind of just been, like you said, it's been recent. Because as our development of being, you know, into baseball and playing these video games, we always situated when you had guys that were your all-stars coming up the pipeline, they were going to play in AA. Plain and simple. And you'd call them up straight from there. And that's how it was, even in real life, right? Like we talked about, you look at some of the Jays who have come up down the pipeline, right?
Or, yeah.
They were all coming up from New Hampshire. They weren't coming up from Buffalo, right? And the prospects who maybe not top level kind of guys, like the Anthony Gozes, you know, like the Dalton Pompey,
They were the triple
they
boys.
made the run to AAA
They were-
because they were on that cusp, but not necessarily there. I mean, it's an at-bat game too as well, right? Like it just seems like
God, I'm like hopping, trying to give it some more.
you're trying to get them the best at-bats you can possibly get, make sure they're seeing the right people before making that jump. I mean,
McGuire in AAA?
I feel like he is. I feel like he is. I believe you have the stats up. We're just gonna run this one through right here. It's not looking like it. No, I see Cantwell and Dela Cruz as the catchers in AAA. But yeah,
Two guys I have no idea.
he might. So Dela Cruz we acquired via trade. Oh no, Reese McGuire. Yep, he is there. They got 3 catchers down there.
I was like, I would have figured. They have all these other guys there. Reese has got to be there.
Well-
Now, don't get me wrong. Reese is not going to be an offensive gem.
No,
The defensive network.
which is fine. He's a perfect second catcher.
And I'm really hoping that the Jays get Schweihart from the Red Sox.
You
when
know
they put him
what?
down.
He really was showing some really good stuff at the plate.
I was amazed.
And
that
you've
they
always
DFA'd
been
him.
high on his defensive ability. So, I mean, if they can pull it off, that'd be awesome. Because it just, again, pad that stat behind, you know, Danny Jansen, bring in a veteran.
Do you think right now with Danny Jansen batting under the Mendoza line, do you think shot in the arm to him?
I
if you
think
do that?
no, I think it might be worth the discussion to give the kid some time in the minors. Set him down, let him adjust his swing, let him find something. You know what I mean? Let's be
I
honest.
would not take you for that.
Luke Mayale's not the guy. Like, you know, he's just taking up space. He's there to help out. He's a veteran guy. So if you could have a chance to get Blake Swihart,
Interestingly enough, Mayali and Schweihart both.
really?
Because I was comparing it all today.
But see, I don't see a lot of upside on Mayale. He's a
No.
defensive guy as well. Swihart at least provides you a bat as well.
He's got some pop.
Right? So, I mean, you'd rather take the better two-sided approach. Take the Swihart. I'm pretty sure he's a switch hitter. I
I feel like you're right.
I feel, I'm
I
like,
need, I need a stat check on that.
this is like I'm like a 72% accurate feel. We're obviously Mayale's a righty.
We're
right?
busting this out. We're busting this all out right now.
Hey man, if you got to call me out on it, go take a look. But I feel
I know.
got two guys up.
Yeah,
Archer looks pretty good.
Archer's he's got his groove on right now.
Energy's looking not too
He's got his
bad.
groove on.
He's only about a third of the way down. So I mean, if we could take him 7 or 8, save the bullpen a little bit of time here, I'm in. He's wheeling and dealing. He only had basically gave up the home run. And that was it. Right? So I mean, doing pretty solid.
Blakey
Switch hitter. Switch hitter.
Rose right in his switch hitter?
I know your Red Sox better than you do.
Come
Huzzah!
on.
No, you know
He's
why?
barely been in the lineup for us.
You know why? Because we've had Swihart so many times in our fantasy teams and whatever that I'm like, I feel like he was he's both sides.
Here you go. This is the article I was reading.
Yeah, would Blake Swihart be an upgrade over Luke Miley? And I guarantee you that article probably said yes. 100%.
They ultimately said exactly what you alluded to, is that, you know, they're both relatively in the same realm of being defensive, a little bit more upside with Swihart.
Yeah, but
So why would you not just put the claim in and...
what's the worst that could happen?
Exactly. They both have the same amount of years of control. That's where I was just ultimately surprised.
But who wants to control Miley? That is my problem right now, right? Like, who is openly saying, you know, in the Jays brass, like, oh man, we really can't afford to lose Luke Miley. Really?
He honestly reminds me... Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
He honestly reminds me of the current day Colby. That's who he reminds me of.
God. We can't bring that name back up. No chance.
Why? You don't want to trade Syndergaard for
Ooh.
one-time Cy Young winner with a knuckleball and career backup catcher?
Oh, man.
We don't want to do this.
Listen, he caught for him, okay? They came as a package deal.
We don't want to. Was that the deal that was Syndergaard and Travis d'Arnaud?
Yes.
Not to say d'Arnaud amounted to what he would have been.
Oh.
He
Definitely gave me one there.
Oh yeah, it painted red.
I will take that all day. I see a red door and I'm want to paint it black. Oh, I'll fight it off. All right, full count.
One thing I missed from the old, like, last MLB was, that they gave you the pitch count.
Ooh.
Like,
Hey, so I'm on them.
you're on.
Thanks. I remember seeing it somewhere in one of our last games.
I think it does it like when he.
I haven't called anything of his pitches.
There you go. That's gotta get.
That's roped.
That's gotta get.
That's roped. Atta boy, Springers. Springers. Springer dingers. Let's go, boys. Start hashtagging that in the comments.
Yeah.
Hashtag Springer dinger.
Shit against the Yankees.
But the guy, man, like me some Springer this time of year. All right, now we got the matchup.
That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
He doesn't have the confidence in it, though. I feel like he might stick with a 2.
He's set. Here's
Where
the
is
2-2.
stuff I can get?
And it's up to a 3-2.
Dude, I called it on the outside, though.
Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't
Little
really
rough
gotten a ton of
Yep.
swings and
Dirt.
misses. Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch could be.
Oh, yeah.
That's down.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
down.
Let's go, Springy.
First. Ah.
He's not going, eh?
Arm.
You don't have your good stuff.
A little off, but he had some power.
And location to get
Give it to him.
That's been the case for him.
Maybe it's more of that.
Okay. Right, Dicker gets on. They're calling for him. He's on. Tiaron is out. Tony Barnett. Got Gaddis up here. Another 5. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Yeah, he's got a lot of movement on everything.
Splitter, cutter.
Everything. Oh.
Nasty.
Oh.
Oh, God, it's slow as shit.
Okay, well, we advanced to third. A single brings in the leading run.
Nope.
God, I wish I got a little bit more on that. All the cutter in. Come on. One run. I feel like Buddy's feeling. Yep, Buddy's feeling the cutter.
Ah,
Why? Why
that's
you do
not a
this?
line. That's an easy double.
That's
Victor.
early. His cutter's only 80. That's ridiculous. Leg kick though. Oh my god.
Oh, you got that. You
Go!
got that.
Springer 70. Run! Yeah!
Not pretty, but we'll take it.
His leg kick screwed up his catcher too. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Oh, you almost have to take Archer out. Take your chances, right?
You know what? We're going to the 8th inning as well.
Yeah.
So he gave us 7 solid
So we
innings.
got the lefty. So we got better contact with Narvaez against the righty at 76. But Duffy's got a little bit too. He's a righty though. Okay, let's go. Let's go Narvaez. Seems like the way to go, man. He's got our best contact against right-handed pitchers, which is insane. Okay, let's see what can happen here. Maybe if we can get a little insurance run, that'd be great. So he's loving his curveball and the cutter still. Yep, there goes Cutter inside. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's dropping in. Oh, that's fine. 35 speed second base. I just want to get on. Get on, get something rolling. Here we go.
I got the top of the lineup.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Turn it over the lineup.
And full count. Oh, I got underneath it. Got underneath it.
Son!
Alright, we took the lead.
That's huge.
We took the lead.
That's huge.
Going into 8.
And
you got
the bottom of their lineup.
You got boys up. Hendricks is one of our setup guys. Can't go wrong with that. Go in Hendricks. Then maybe get Mr. Closer up as well. I'd even maybe look to getting Hater up. Get yourself a lefty option.
Oh, he is our closer.
Oh, is he the closer right now? Okay,
closer.
so they've been switching it around then.
Yeah, they have to.
Okay,
Because
so-
it was Hendricks first.
Was it Hendricks? Or was it something else? Wasn't it Barnes?
It was supposed to be. Like 2 saves. Hater.
Okay, Hater's our guy. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. Milwaukee's been using him as such. But Jeffress just came back. Or Jeffries. So he's apparently...
He's a fireball. He's a great setup.
Well, apparently he's going to be getting the spot now. It's no longer going to be Hater,
Come
which
on,
is shocking.
challenge that ball.
Yeah, buddy.
Jeez,
Yeah, buddy. Great
thought he was
play.
gonna run that out.
Great play. Let's go, boys. Let's go. 5 outs. 5 outs is all we need. And 1 kiss is all it takes. Yeah, we're going there. That's a Chef Tom jam right there, guys. Chef Tom jam. Hendricks has got some stuff, though, eh? I like Hendricks. I was a little sad when the Jays let him move on.
Reddick? We're going to have to talk about that.
So
That's not how you feel the ball.
we're gonna bring him out to like shagging balls practice, because I don't know what the hell that was, but that's not gonna fly. Not feeling that at all.
I'm really liking it.
He's got, I'm telling you, man.
Really like it.
I'm telling 17,000. That's what Philly can provide. Really?
Not really. Not leading the division.
Doesn't matter. Philly's always one of those teams. You know, big franchise. Got a great stadium. 17,000? Even the Jays are pumping in more. We suck. Yeah, I went there. Don't judge me. Don't judge.
So you literally got the heart of their lineup next.
Great. Okay, you got my boy up. Haters up. Maybe you can get me a little insurance run. I'd be
So
okay.
we finally got a 4 pitch.
I'd be okay with it. Yes, that'd be nice.
So 4 pitch. I feel like right on the outside.
That's always the case. Even in Road to the Show. For you guys who view it, I know you guys know I do that. I'm always calling that outside slider when it's lefty on lefty. I don't know what it is. And it used to be something I definitely saw in the show 18 and 17. The constant slider away. Slider away. I'm like, damn you, man. And it breaks across so hard.
It
Drives me nuts.
it's such a hard pitch to play.
But I find for some reason it's worse for the lefty on lefty.
Oh, for sure.
Righty on righty never bothers me. I'll hit it, no problem. Lefty on lefty, for some reason, that like swing this way makes no sense. You guys have that issue? Comment below, man. Let me know what
I feel like I'm
pitches.
just defending against the slider outside.
Well, I mean, you typically have to, right? You're staying in there, though, making them work.
Not that actually.
Yeah, he
That
really
was-
kept
that
it
was
low.
a
Look,
dirty
nothing,
slider.
nothing middle of the plate. Everything's low. The lower quarter.
Oh, slider up.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings
It
through
was
for the first out of the inning.
weird on the bat.
It was slow as hell.
Yeah.
That was.
Digging in,
And here
What
we
was
go.
it? 81 miles.
Gotta love having that switch hitter. I got.
Okay.
Ramirez now taken to the other side of the plate. Here's a fun one. So, guys, I'm going to challenge you here. What are the pitches or scenarios that you guys have the hardest time dealing with in the major leagues? Now, whether or not it's real life, if it's video game styles, what is it for you guys? For me, it's the lefty on lefty action. I cannot tell you what it is. I do not know, and especially as Chef Tom alluded to, that slider on the outside from the lefty drives me absolutely bonkers. So comment below, let us know what it is for you guys, and we'll try and touch on it maybe in the next episode. Give you a little shout out. Who wouldn't love some of that?
I won't lie, being a left-handed batter, facing left-handed pitchers, that high in fastball was.
swinging a ball chop foul down the left side.
I didn't mind the sliders. I didn't mind the off speed. That high-end fastball, I had a hard time turning.
We haven't done batting cages in a while.
Actually, oddly enough, and gosh,
Didn't go. Didn't go. There you go. Didn't go.
way back, Facebook memories, days ago, 7 years ago, that It's springtime. Time to go. Bats.
Oh, did we put a number in the batting cage?
It always made me laugh. It's like we'll go to like the highest, like the 80-mile-per-hour range.
Yep.
We'll shit the bed for like the first 2 goes, but then we just adjust.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
the timing.
Oh, it's all the leg kick. All in the leg kick.
There's something I've learned in like my post baseball days is that so much in the lower body.
That Josh Donaldson video, man.
He's incredible.
That Josh Donaldson video.
That's a walk.
On it. Battles are real, man. That's your boy Riz getting on base. All right, Springer Dinger's up here. His average up to 260 now. Respectable.
Oh, he's got 2.
Love to see him get up there, though. Come on, Springer. I want to see you in that 280, 290 range, brother. That is where you can be. Oh, got little meat and potatoes.
I feel like I had better content.
Hey, you made him work.
3 outs. That's all we need right now.
You made him work.
3 outs.
All right.
Not gonna be easy with Trout.
Hell no, it ain't. I keep the situational.
Hendricks is awesome.
He has been
And
getting...
Trout has not fared well against 0 for 3, and that was against Archer.
I'm gonna go straight challenger.
Misses above the zone
He's
for
on
a ball.
fire right now.
97 his stuff. Like it's
I
it's
did not
going.
realize he's that
Find
strong
a
of an
way
arm.
to get on base any way
Well, it's a
possible.
lot in his delivery, I
I don't
find,
like to
right?
take the aggression away
Got a
from
real
hitters.
interesting leg kick.
If it's
So
in
this
your
kind of
zone,
worries me. Now I'm gonna go right into it. Go to our manager, get the bullpens. Trout's got way too much. All right, hater.
70 plus
80.
Comes out of the bullpen to shut things
81,
down
I
here in
think.
the ninth.
Double check that right now.
On at first, no
83. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's that. Oh, yeah. Hater's got some filth. Just filth. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was expecting that, or was anybody?
I mean, I'm not knocking. Like, Trout is the best guy in baseball. He has been the best guy in baseball for the past 5 years. He'll probably be the best guy in baseball for the next 5 years. We just live in Trout's. We just live in Trout's world.
Oh, well, of course we do. But unfortunately, that poor guy's going to be stuck on a team that's never going to go anywhere. And that just makes me incredibly sad for the wasted talent that is Mike Trout.
I mean, there's, to me, some hope with the Ohtani signing. But until Pujols is off the books,
I don't see it, man.
their farm system, Elton and Simmons is an awesome shortstop, but he's not defensive. I don't know.
Hey, I can
Their
see
pitching
him.
rotation is garbage.
I can see him as that like 270 kind of good defensive. Oh my God! Come on, dude. Come on.
You got fourth, second.
Okay, let's see. 1-1 count. Try and make some magic. Keep it down. I'm trying to get the timing because Hater's got a really quick delivery, and we haven't used him yet. This is the first time we've gotten him into anything here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's it. You're one catch. You're an out at first. You're a strikeout. This guy's gonna be a bitch, but the count is
That's a big boy we knocked down there. Contreras is quite a player.
Frazier, the third baseman.
Oh,
Off the outside that time. Way off
blue,
that's a dirty pitch.
blue. What are you doing to me here, bud? Oh my God.
Let's say louder. Frazier.
All right, well we got him
I'm
moving.
still amazed that Frazier's producing in the way that he is, given his age.
Ugh, there it is.
That's a save.
Let's go, boys.
Hey, I'll take the strikeout, pitch, or a run for the win.
Hey,
It all counts.
a win is a win is a win is a win, baby.
Yeah, Archie would have got credited, right?
Yeah, he was still in
was
at
still
that
pitching,
point.
right?
He was still in.
Yeah,
There
because
we
then
go. 'Cause you
he
went
came,
eight.
he came to bat, and
Yep.
so Archer credited with the win.
There you go, man. What a line for him. 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 Ks. That's some impressive baseball. Not bad at all, man. Not bad at all.
The big stat I will point out, Archer only 1 walk.
That's what I'm saying.
I hate giving away free bases.
And 7 Ks. Very strong game. I look at
We
T-Ron.
only struck out once. That's big.
Yeah, man. All right, we will take that dub. Boys and girls, that's a great game for us today. Great game. Let's roll it back in here. Hader with his 21st save of the season. That's some good numbers. That puts Archer into the over 500.
Also, the fact that for what 48 games or 37 games we've won.
Yep.
37. He's saved 21. That's great average.
So, with that being said, Chef Tom,
So what? That was home. That was home.
that was home. Can I call it? Can we go to Pittsburgh?
Why
Take
not?
a little homage to our old team here.
They got one of them.
Let's rope a dope at PNC Park, man. My time in Pittsburgh, I always love making sure I walk by PNC on the way to Heinz Field. Skip past this bad boy. No, we're gonna let that rock and roll through. NL wins. AAA, we don't care. Just get us to the goodness, man. All right, so Sim's back on. We are 6 games under 5.
So we've actually turned it a little bit over.
Oh, the Cubs are calling.
Literally just before. Wow.
Okay.
Okay, they want
Hater.
This is not happening. I don't care how good these players are.
We're good. We're good. Hater's our guy.
He's gotta be with.
So we got Sanchi, who we're probably gonna trade. Ponce de Leon. Anderson against Sevi. And Hater?
We have an injury to the rotation. He's pitching.
So, can I just say that we're gonna start somewhere in this series? We will play Pittsburgh.
Unsure where.
But I think there might be a deal dabbled in before you guys get to see some gameplay in the next episode. How about we end it there? Alright, boys and girls.
We'll see you in PNC.
Oh yeah, we're heading off to PNC Park. We will catch you guys there in Pittsburgh. Thank you so much for dropping by for today's episode. With the Battle of Pennsylvania coming up here, a lot of excitement.
And you know what? You look at the overalls, like we're relatively in the same wheelhouse.
We're very close. Very close.
So, should be a good game.
Lot to happen. Like we said, trade coming down the pipeline. Be excited for some deals, guys. I think our team is on that cusp of maybe a deal or two here and there to help out some pitching. Could be a game changer for us, so you're going to want to stay tuned. Go do us a favor, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Let's start getting like 20, 30 likes per video. Let's get that consistency. We challenge you guys with that. If you're not subscribed to MMC, go hit subscribe. Turn notifications on so you know when all this new, fresh 2019 content will be dropped for you. Because we love you guys. Of course, guys, we love your comments. Keep leaving those. We're going to give you guys some questions throughout the episode, so make sure you're watching.
This was a heavy episode.
Yeah, it was. It was great.
This was a heavy discussion episode.
A lot of great stuff. That's what you can expect from us if you are some of our new viewers. If you're old, you guys know what we rolled through by now. We're going to roll this one short. You guys know how this goes. Go check out our social media pages down below. 4 of them are there. We got Twitch. Andrew's running the show right now. We got some great stuff. Maybe a new surprise from Andrew coming as well. Well, you guys might see something fresh coming real soon.
I'm not even in the know. Surprise to me too.
He knows.
That's the fun of it.
He's playing dumb with me right now. We'll talk about this after the shoot, Chef Tom. Trying to make me feel bad and shit. But you guys want to go check that out. Show Andrew some love on the socials. That's going to be picked up real big this year. We had some strategy plans, which I didn't converge to you, so that we'll discuss. But I did give you the other news, though. So don't fake news me. Outside of that, you guys know Clutch Chairz promo code below for you, and as well as some good old Redbubble. Little Redbubble. So Chef Tom, please end off today's episode for our fantastic viewers.
Great hard-fought win, Jeff. Congrats. Right on the backs.
Yeah.
PNC, coming.
Did her get off the pop?